Shaun, I expect there's been a real bounce in the step this week around camp, given the result on Saturday.
Yeah. I think particularly early in the week, you could sense, you could still sense the happiness from the result, particularly with the players. Staff slightly different. I think, like when you have really positive or big results like that, I really enjoyed the moment. I enjoyed seeing the players and the supporters on that day. I think by pretty much Sunday, you're on to because of the difference in there wasn't a midweek game. I think those next few days for me was how we've had some really good results, but focus is then how can we do have to improve in certain areas. So I think that pretty much started on Sunday.
Is that the challenge now to obviously try and maintain such a high level against Barnsley?
Yeah, and I think there's some really positive things have come from the start of the season. We've won games when there's still areas of our team I think can be miles better. I think the players will continue to improve in certain areas as the season goes, but generally as a team, I think that's what is exciting, but also quite motivating. Is that some areas of the team we've really improved, and a lot of that's with the players. The players have to take credit, particularly with the ball. We're now an aggressive team, attacking team. Now we have to be at the same level without the ball, and I think there's still huge improvements to do there. And it's my job to keep everyone's feet on the ground.
Barnsley had such a great start with that win against Port Vale, and probably from their own standards dropped off a little bit the last few weeks. Are we expecting, I suppose, a response? And equally, we know the firepower they do possess.
Yeah, they had an amazing start. I think with the 7-0 to start with. They're a little bit unfortunate in some of the games since. They've got a good team. I know their manager very well from coaching licenses in Scotland. Good person, real competitor, Neil. So he'll do a really good job there. Yeah, they're good. They can do lots of things. I've said this about a few teams. If we give them space and we're not at our best without the ball, they can play through us. The longer pass, they've got threats on your last line. So yeah, it's another test. Every game we play now, I want us to keep improving out of possession. The first 30 minutes against Bolton was as good as we've been without the ball, and then we had the quality with it. So my challenge for the group and for me is to try and sustain that levels out of possession. Because if we get that right, then it really gives us a chance to win any game this season. But of course, on the flip side, when we don't get it right, any team can hurt us, and we've seen that Carlisle, Northampton. And that's a challenge for me. Amazing result at the weekend. For me, it's done, and it was done maybe earlier than our supporters or our players. The next one now is Barnsley and the upcoming games.
Looking ahead to Barnsley, does Jordan Jones was on the bench against Bolton? Has he got a chance to feature? And Liam Shaw obviously just missed out, but again, is he fit? Is he ready if called upon?
Yeah, Jordan was unfortunate. I think just with the state of the game. I was, and I'm very aware now of the injury time. We changed our shape in the Bolton game. I was really wanting to get Jordan on the pitch, but I couldn't manage it tactically. So now another week's training has been good for Jordan. So Jordan is now pushing to get minutes on the pitch. Liam is probably similar. He didn't have any pre-season. Came to us without training at Celtic. He was training on his own. So we've really had to be careful building him up. Looking at him now this week, I think we need to get him some minutes. He's pushing for that 18. We have to really. He's desperate to play. We just have to find the right time.
Johnny Smith-Tello as well. How are both of them progressing?
So Johnny Smith joined back training this week. Big positive. Fully training today. Really glad to have him back. He'll give us something different in those wide areas. Tello is now 9 days, I think, post-injury. We'll probably know more in the next 5 to 6 days in terms of the time frame. We hope it's going to be under the 6 weeks, but we'll find out in the next probably 5 to 6 days, and then hopefully it's less than 6 weeks.
Do you prefer? Does it help as a coaching staff department not having a midweek game, having a little bit more time to prepare for these games?
Yeah, I think it was really hectic at the start. I love the games, so I love competing. So I actually really like midweek games. I think what this time's given us is to reflect on those games, the good things and the things we need to improve on. And that's why I moved on pretty quickly after Bolton. It's for Sunday, and then the early part, Monday and Tuesday, we had to really, or the coaching staff had to, our work is to improve each area of the team. And I think that's what this time gives us. I hope we've got 4 games on a Saturday. I hope by the end of that, there's areas of our team that there's a big improvement.